There's been a lot of talk about the conditions out there on the roadways, and we want to get you now to Natalie Dale with GDOT, Georgia's Department of Transportation. Natalie, how are y'all doing, and how are your crews today?
Well, they're very busy, and we've been very active since Wednesday evening. We got all of those brine routes down. We've already spread well over 1 million gallons of brine on 20,000 lane miles statewide. And then this morning they transitioned into that snow plow posture that we have. So they're spreading that harder material, plowing the snow that came. And so we're at our transportation management center watching a lot of the roads now. And you can see that we have a lot of passable roads. And that was the point, was to make sure that we were plowing those passable for essential travel. But just like y'all said, we've had this break. And so we don't want people to become complacent, because what's coming next is going to make these roads pretty treacherous with that freezing rain, with those higher elevations freezing, and that temperature going down overnight. The road conditions we see now are good for driving in essential cases. That is just going to deteriorate as this next wave of precipitation comes through.
Natalie, I saw some of those plows on my way in on 85 South, making sure to get those roads cleared out. But again, you're talking about what's to come. And I know a lot of folks may be itching to get out somewhere. We've got the weekend just ahead of us, and folks really might be hoping to go through with some plans that they maybe had, or again, just ready to get out of the house after maybe staying in today. What should people know and keep in mind as we do get closer to the weekend and the overnight hours?
So if you can just hang in there until about midday tomorrow, that's when we should see some of the most significant warming of the roads, no precipitation. So if you can just get through tonight and tomorrow, which we believe in you, you absolutely can. Everyone's done a great job so far. We've had, compared to what we could have seen, some minimal issues on our roadways with motorists losing control, tractor trailers. So just stay put now, because again, it's just going to get worse. We can plow snow. That's one of the easier things, if there is even easy in this type of winter weather treatment. We can plow snow. Scraping ice is a very, very different thing. So we have to use more brine. In some cases, we'll have to mix that with calcium chloride. We'll have to get that harder rock salt down. So our crews still have a lot of materials to use, a lot of manpower hours to go before we're in the clear. And the best thing that people can do is stay off the road so our crews can be out there doing that safely.
And we also want to remind folks to stay out of the way of those crews if they have to absolutely get out on the road for some reason or another as well. Right, Natalie?
Absolutely. Again, just as much for your safety, it's not for our crew's safety. If there is a fender bender, a spin out, or as we saw today on 75 South, that tractor trailer that jackknifed, and therefore traffic was backed up and backed up and backed up. When we have those backups, it's hard for us to treat the lanes underneath stalled traffic. I think we saw that 11 years ago, that when we have a traffic jam on roads, our crews can't assess them. They can't get to them. They can't access them well enough to get those materials down. So roads without cars are the easiest and the safest for our crews to treat. And they have been out there ever since Wednesday, really putting in the effort and the manpower and the care to get these roads to a place where once the storm has passed, we'll be able to recover them fairly quickly.
So if you want to get out there, the sooner the better. You need to stay at home and leave the work to the crews so they can actually get it done and get it safe for us. Natalie Dale, thank you so much for your time. And thank you to all of your crews that are working to help us be able to get back out there on the roads. Thank you so much.